Hi everyone. I'm just going to check that my mic is working because we had a little hiccup yesterday. Yeah, I should be talking actually. Right, I'm just going to make sure it's working. So I hope everyone's got a pen and paper today. I'm not being horrible, but we watch things and then we forget what we watch, you know. And this is so important, so important. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to play this video, and then I'm going to do it again tomorrow. But we're going to stop and we're going to rewind so we can just put some bullet points down. So get some bullet points. Well, I'm just going to show it to you now, but I'm going to play. So you just need to hear it really. But please try and listen as much as you can and take notes, the bullet points. Tomorrow, I'll do bullet points what I would have wrote down. But I'm going to just play this for now. It's going to be a short video because even what I've done yesterday, average watch time was 4 minutes. So this is a 5-something minute video, but this is huge. And we have to take charge. This cannot go on another day. It shouldn't even be going on today. But hear this.
We confront one of the gravest moral failures in British history. For decades, children across the United Kingdom, from as young as 4 years old, were groomed, trafficked, raped, beaten, tortured, drugged, impregnated, criminalised, murdered, and psychologically destroyed by organised groups of men and women. These were not relationships, bad choices, or lovesick teenagers, nor were they prostitutes or little white slags. These were sustained campaigns of exploitation against children who were terrified, vulnerable, and systematically trapped. Children were degraded. They were humiliated. They were controlled through violence, threats, drugs, alcohol, and terror. Children.
Sorry, I have to stop it because it's someone else's video, and there might be a copyright infringement on there. But you hear that's been going on for decades. Decades. Like, where have we been? These poor children, they didn't ask to be in this world. It's so sad. And they've got evidence now. And I was doing all of this because of what I've been through and what I've got. And I've got evidence since 2019. And I don't even want to use it now. This is the most important thing. I don't care about myself. I started this in 2015 for the children when I heard what was happening. But now we've got the so-called future prime minister doing this inquiry, you know, with public money. The government won't do it. And the government's restricting what they can search and how long they can search far back. They're all complicit. If you're going to hear, I'm going to carry on playing. So I hope you're taking notes, like decades, what they've been going through, yeah? Because if you've got that piece of paper later on and you've got it on the side, just keep having a glance at it so it can sink in the reality of what is really going on. And we have a duty of care from our Creator to protect each other, especially the vulnerable and the children that didn't ask to be in this world. I can't even imagine what's going through their minds, the ones that have survived. But I'm going to carry on now. So,
forced to carry weapons, sell drugs, and commit murder. They were forced to dig their own graves. Petrol poured over them and set on fire. Scriptures from the Quran read out whilst they were being gang raped. Young children placed inside microwaves, ovens, and freezers in an attempt to murder them. Ouija boards used to call on spirits and demons. Animals killed and used in sexual acts against children, and children forced to abuse and rape other children. Many were passed from rapist to rapist like a piece of meat. Some did not survive their exploitation, suicide, substance abuse, and murder. This was never just about sexual gratification or money. It was about power, about domination, about breaking a child's sense of self until they believed escape was impossible and help would never come.
So sad.
Years later, they were told by professionals they must take medication or their children could be removed from their care. If they spoke publicly, they would lose custody. Victims were told they are too damaged by their trauma to care for their own children. They were then removed and placed into the care system and trafficked. Rapists have been invited into the lives of the victims' children. Children born from their crimes were forced into contact and custody with the men that raped their mothers by social workers and the family courts. The professionals who should have protected them did not and still aren't. This inquiry is exposing something equally horrifying: the scale of institutional.
So I hope people are getting this now. This is a inquiry. It's a rape gang inquiry. And this is what they've discovered. So, like, I'm trying to shell shock people because the event that I'm trying to do that I just need people to attend. There's people like, oh, but I have to go to work, or I have to do this and I have to do that. Like, seriously? Is this not worth one day of your life to come for a few hours and stand and watch the rule of law coming back into our world and people being held accountable? That's why it's called right and wrong. A child knows right and wrong. My dog knows right and wrong. It's crazy. And I'm sorry if anyone feels like that. I'm trying to belittle or have a dig at them. To be honest, I'm trying to get to your moral compass and your empathy, because everyone is programmed. We're all programmed. And that's why I want you to take notes and have that piece of paper. We're going to be adding more notes to it, so you can remind yourself what's happening in the world that you are in right now and has been going on for decades. But let's carry on.
Failure. Warning signs were there, reports were made, patterns emerged, DNA ignored, and evidence destroyed. Yet again and again, professionals dismissed victims as troubled, promiscuous, or consenting. Children in care were written off, raped by staff and sold on to gangs. Children from troubled homes were judged and blamed instead of safeguarded. Parents were threatened with fines and arrest if they continued to try and safeguard their children.
That's it.
Files were closed. Opportunities to intervene were missed or avoided. Police officers abused and raped the children and handed them back to the men that raped them, while social workers looked the other way, which allowed the predators to thrive. Whistleblowers were targeted, threatened, and silenced. And yes, politics played a role. Political parties sacrificed children for votes. When the leaders hesitate to confront abuse because the issue is uncomfortable, children pay the price. Far too many children paid the price because people didn't want to be called racist or Islamophobic. This inquiry will not hesitate. We will follow evidence wherever it leads, into institutions, into systems, into cultures of silence, and into any place where truth has been buried. No race, religion, profession, no agency, no office is beyond scrutiny. To the survivors, you were children. You were not to blame. You were failed.
Right.
This country should have protected you, and it did not. The true scale of what has happened and is still happening is far too large for our inquiry and will take many years to unravel.
You hear that?
The majority of victims and families may never receive any form of justice, but that does not mean that we as an inquiry cannot be ambitious enough to try. I would like to thank MP Rupert Lowe for setting up the inquiry when our own government refused. My team for all their hard work. It's been a hard and emotional journey, and one we are still on. But more importantly, I would like to thank every participant that has worked with us and will continue to work with us after the hearings. The strength, determination and bravery of survivors of this evil crime never fail to amaze me.
So I'll be playing this again. Did you hear what she said? It's too big for them to do. It's going to take years. We need to take charge. We are the people. It's a duty to our Creator and them poor children. It's been going on for decades. And the government have left it because they want votes. And there's a lot more I can prove there as well. But I'm not going to go into that because Rupert Lowe has done enough there. And you want to hear what he's saying about the government. The state is enemy to the people right now. And he knows for a fact. But we can't wait till 2029 for him to get elected. Honestly, please, if you have some kind of empathy or a moral compass, to just try and get onto my page. Like I said it ages ago. Look, 2024, Gary Waterman, when I heard a young baby's being sexually assaulted and the nan's trying to get the baby because the mum was incapable to look after her. And I said, show me evidence. He's an ex-policeman, Gary Waterman. I said, I'll put my war paint and come with you right now. If you can show me evidence, I will come right now for that poor little thing that don't know what's going on. So please, if you've got a heart, all I need is you guys just to turn up. And I'm going to show you what numbers do later on. Let's get the bullet points written down. I'm going to keep this short. That's it. I'm stopping it. It's even gone 10 minutes. People can't even do that, 11 minutes. So I'm going to leave it there. So God bless anyone that does get involved. You can email me, truthandfactsmatter@outlook.com. And I'll arrange, but it's going to be end of April. I just need people to turn up. That's all I need. And I don't want anyone to get in trouble. I've never been in trouble at events I go to. The last one I tried to do this, the Truth Movement called the police on me. And I can show that as well. But forget about me. These children need protecting. Yesterday, last year, decades ago. Come on, guys. All I need you is to turn up and just watch what happens. Please, from the bottom of my heart, and for these children, anyone that's got a tiny bit of care, just get in touch with me and I'll let you know what's happening, because we just need people to turn up. And it's done. It's done. Promise you. Be restitution. And we go and save as many kids as we can. We try and save all of them. We get involved in the inquiry, whoever's got time. If they ain't got time and the government didn't want to do it, what sort of government is that? We pay them. They're our servants and they're treating us like slaves. And this is what they're doing. Hiding rape gangs. Come on. But no, I'm not going to rant on again. I'll try and get on tomorrow again. And please take notes. Rewind it. Take notes. But just bullet points. You need to take loads of notes. Bullet points like decades. Like being put into microwaves. Come on. Getting to the police and the police abuse them and take them back. No way. I can't even sleep properly knowing that that's happening. But I can't do it on my own. I'll try my best. But I know with numbers, just turning up, arriving. If you feel uncomfortable, you feel like it's going wonky, leave. I want you to leave. We survive another day. And hopefully them children do. So we can bloody sort this out and save them. It's disgusting. And they're spending money. I'm not even going to go into that yet, but I can show billions and billions being wasted. Why aren't they using that for these children? But again, we've gone 14 minutes. People can't even watch 4 minutes. So I'm going to keep trying to make them as short as possible. God bless you lot. And yeah, just together we are strong and we can make it happen. Remember, they're nothing without us. So I'll leave it there. God bless everyone. Enjoy your evening. Take care.